What if I told you that one of the world's most iconic sedans has quietly evolved into something far more than just a daily driver? The 2026 Honda Civic isn't just another update, it's the rebirth of a legend. For decades, Civic has stood as the gold standard for reliability, balance, and everyday performance. But this time, Honda didn't just play safe. It decided to make the Civic sharper, smarter, and more emotionally engaging than ever. And today, we're diving deep into what makes the 2026 Civic not only a masterpiece in its class, but a genuine rival to cars twice its price. At first glance, you can tell the new Civic means business. The front fascia is completely redesigned. Sleek LED headlights with razor-thin DRLs, a broader blacked-out grille, and aerodynamic vents sculpted into the bumper that don't just look good, they work. Air flows cleanly across the body, reducing drag and increasing fuel efficiency. The stance is lower, the proportions wider, and every curve looks engineered rather than designed. It's not screaming for attention, but it commands it with quiet confidence. In platinum white pearl, it looks elegant and futuristic, a true representation of Honda's new design language. Move along the sides, and you'll notice the character line that flows seamlessly from the headlamps to the taillights. A visual line that connects motion even when the car is standing still. The 18-inch dual-tone alloy wheels add a sporty presence, while the sloping roofline gives it an almost coupe-like silhouette. Around the back, the new LED taillight bar stretches across the trunk, giving a modern signature look that instantly identifies it even in the dark. The whole structure feels tight, solid, and confident. And that's because it's built on Honda's latest reinforced chassis platform, improving rigidity by nearly 22%. Step inside, and the magic continues. The 2026 Civic's cabin feels like it's been handcrafted for the modern driver. Honda didn't go for flashy screens and overcomplicated buttons. Instead, it focused on a balance of elegance, simplicity, and premium touch. The first thing you notice is the all-new honeycomb metal strip running across the dashboard. It's not just aesthetic. It hides the air vents for a clean, uninterrupted look. The 10.2-inch fully digital driver's display is crisp, with customizable layouts showing real-time power flow, navigation, and safety data. In the center sits a new 9-inch floating infotainment system powered by Honda Connect 2.0. Smoother, faster, and now fully compatible with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The touch response feels smartphone-like, and the interface finally matches the refinement of its European rivals. Beneath that, you'll find tactile climate knobs, a nod to traditional ergonomics. The steering wheel is perfectly sized, leather-wrapped, and features a new flat-bottom design that makes even everyday drives feel sporty. But the seats, oh the seats, are where Honda truly nailed it. The 2026 Civic introduces what they call body stabilizing seats, engineered using research from Honda's ergonomic lab. They support the spine naturally, reducing fatigue on long drives. The fabric quality and stitching are excellent in lower trims, while higher variants feature full perforated leather upholstery with contrast red stitching. The rear seats are surprisingly spacious. Civic has always been generous in legroom, but this time, thanks to better packaging, it feels almost mid-size. Pop open the trunk, and you get over 420 liters of space. Enough for a weekend trip or a family haul. And small touches like dual USB-C ports at the back, ambient lighting, and a crystal-clear 12-speaker Bose premium audio system make it clear Honda has officially stepped into luxury territory here. Now let's talk performance, because Civic has always been about the drive. Under the hood, you'll find multiple powertrains depending on region, but globally, the highlight is the new 2.0-liter hybrid eHEV system. It pairs a naturally aspirated petrol engine with two electric motors, one that acts as a generator and another that drives the wheels directly. The combined output? Around 200 horsepower and 232 Nm of torque. But what's impressive is how that power is delivered. The response is instant, linear, and silent. The hybrid system shifts between electric and engine power so smoothly you barely feel it. If you're after performance, there's also the 1.5-liter VTEC turbo option, pushing out 180 horsepower with razor-sharp throttle response and that familiar Honda sound that enthusiasts love. In 0 to 100 km/h comes in just under 7.5 seconds in the turbo, while the hybrid variant manages a strong 7.9. Quick for its class and extremely efficient. Fuel economy? That's where it really shines. The new hybrid can average over 50 miles per gallon. That's roughly 21 kilometers per liter, making it one of the most efficient sedans in the segment. Honda's hybrid technology recovers energy aggressively while braking, and the CVT transmission is tuned to mimic step shifts, eliminating the rubber band feel older CVTs had. On the road, the 2026 Civic feels like a car that reads your mind. The steering is sharp, perfectly weighted and responsive. The suspension is tuned beautifully, soft enough to absorb city bumps, yet firm enough to carve through corners with confidence. The low center of gravity helps it stay planted, even during quick lane changes. At highway speeds, it feels steady, solid, and premium. No floating, no vibration, just smooth control. Noise insulation has improved massively. Triple seal doors, acoustic glass, and added soundproofing make the cabin whisper quiet. The ride comfort, steering feedback, and visibility all feel like they've been fine-tuned to perfection. And then there's Honda Sensing 360, an advanced driver assist suite with adaptive cruise control, in lane keep assist, blind spot detection, automatic braking, and even intersection collision prevention. It uses radar and a wide-view camera to monitor surroundings in real time, keeping you safe in almost every condition. The Civic isn't just smart, it's safe. It has already scored 5 stars in both NHTSA and Euro NCAP safety tests. The chassis rigidity and new energy-absorbing front frame mean it not only protects you, it protects pedestrians too. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate what makes this Civic different from its competitors. When you compare it to the Toyota Corolla, the Civic feels livelier, more engaging, and better built inside. Against the Hyundai Elantra, it feels more mature, refined, and less flashy. Against Mazda 3, it delivers slightly more practicality and fuel economy. And when you look at tech, it matches cars like the Volkswagen Jetta or even entry-level Audi A3s in infotainment quality. It's also worth noting that the Civic's resale value and reliability reputation remain unmatched. That's a huge plus for long-term ownership. Maintenance is simple, parts are easily available, and Honda's hybrid system is engineered for longevity. The handling balance, that's where the Civic truly beats the rest. Where the Corolla feels too soft and the Elantra too artificial, the Civic finds the perfect middle ground. It gives feedback, not fatigue. You can take it through twisty mountain roads, and it will reward you with grip and precision that most sedans in this class simply can't match. In city traffic, it glides effortlessly on EV mode, up to low speeds. You'll notice how smoothly it transitions between electric and petrol. Honda engineers deserve real credit here. The braking system is regenerative, yet feels natural, not spongy. Every pedal input feels intentional. And speaking of tech, let's talk about its brain. The new AI-enhanced infotainment system learns your behavior, your routes, your driving style, your favorite stations. After a week, it starts suggesting routes before you even set navigation. The system can even communicate with Honda's smartphone app to precondition the cabin before you step inside on a cold morning. The lighting system is fully adaptive. Headlights adjust automatically based on speed and oncoming traffic, while taillights use LED sequencing for better visibility. Even small details like the auto-folding mirrors and rain-sensing wipers show how refined this car is. Underneath all that sophistication lies one very old-school Honda value: mechanical excellence. The steering ratio, pedal feel, and chassis tuning have been dialed in by people who love driving. And that's something you can feel the moment you sit behind the wheel. And now let's get into a bit of perspective. Why does the 2026 Civic matter so much? Because in a world dominated by SUVs, it reminds us that a sedan can still be exciting, practical, and efficient. It bridges the gap between old-school driving pleasure and futuristic technology. It shows that evolution doesn't always mean bigger, sometimes it just means better. And if you're wondering about the top speed, it's electronically limited to around 220 kilometers per hour. while maintaining incredible stability thanks to aerodynamic balance. The braking system, ventilated discs with ABS and electronic brake distribution, ensures confident stops even from high speeds. So now the real question: how does it stack up against its rivals when all is said and done? The Civic doesn't just compete, it dominates in multiple areas. It's quicker than a Corolla hybrid, more refined than an Elantra, more engaging than a Mazda 3, and more reliable than most European compact sedans. It offers the driving pleasure of a premium car at the price of a family sedan. And that's what makes it truly special. But let's end with something fun, a quick Q&A, because that's what many viewers are asking. Is the new Civic worth upgrading from the previous generation? Absolutely. The refinement, hybrid system, and cabin quality alone make it feel like a class above. Is it powerful enough for highway fun? Yeah, well, especially the 1.5 turbo variant. It delivers instant response and confident overtaking. Is it good for families? 100%. It's safe, spacious, comfortable, and super efficient. And finally, can it compete with electric cars? For now, yes. It blends hybrid efficiency with real driving emotion, something many EVs still lack. So, is the 2026 Honda Civic just another sedan? Or is it the ultimate balance between technology, comfort, and thrill? You decide. One thing's for sure, Honda didn't just update a car, it evolved an icon. The Civic remains what it has always been: reliable, smart, and built for people who love driving. Only now it's better than ever before. If you enjoyed this review, hit that subscribe button, because here at DriveSphere, we don't just review cars, we explore the technology that drives the future. So tell me, is the new Civic the best sedan of 2026? Drop your thoughts below. Until next time, stay curious, drive safe, and keep your passion alive.